We're back. I'm down in Florida for Orlando, Florida Truck Meet. It used to be Daytona Truck Week, and it kind of meshed with the Florida Truck Show. It literally grew too big. So this is my first truck show ever in Florida. And a long time ago, I went to Daytona Truck Week on the beach. I remember it used to be a lot of fun, but like I said, it kind of outgrew that location and they moved it down to Orlando Motor Speedway. So that's where we're heading today. I'm gonna see my friend Lacey Blair again in Burnout Wars. I'm excited for that, but I'm also excited for the mega mud truck pull. I've never got to see it in person. I've been telling everybody I just want to see that event Saturday. I want to walk around the show. I want to see the Burnout Wars, but I specifically want to go see the mega trucks to do a pull. So I'll be sure to get down there and get some filming for you guys of that. Yeah, it's a great weekend to be down here in Florida. Come on. We made it over to the showgrounds and check-in process was pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. So we just pulled in. Everybody was super nice because I'm always asking, like, where do I go? Where should I be? Where should I park? I never want to be in the wrong place. I don't know why, but that's like my biggest fear at truck shows is like suddenly being in the wrong place and being embarrassed. So I don't have a detail set up. I'm gonna walk over there and see if I can get something worked out. Because the truck is kind of dirty from driving down from Tennessee. Normally I get my trucks detailed before I show up to a show. It's very rare that I'll detail on site. When I'm traveling, I don't really have much of a choice. So let's go set up a detail appointment. We are parked in our booth spot for now and try to see what time we can get a detail today. Yeah.
I was there. We did so many moments.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. So Dom's here, and he's the one that did my detailing in LST, and I just want to say he did a pretty decent job. So I'm gonna go back to somebody I know that does the good work. So Dom, I'll see your boys here in a minute. I'm gonna go pull the 5G over for a detail. Well, I made it all the way down to Florida, and I pulled into my Airbnbs. I don't know what he said.
He said slay queen.
I have the worst like look on my face too. I was like, wait. Anyways, I pulled into my Airbnb's parking lot and my lug nut cover literally flew off in the parking lot. It was very embarrassing. I don't know why, but this one in particular lug nut cover will not stay on for the life of me. So I have backups upon backups upon backups in my truck. Thank goodness I do, because otherwise I'd be missing a whole lug nut cover for the show. So I just popped it on. I'm literally hoping it makes it across the parking lot for me to pull into the booth and doesn't fly off again, because I would be so embarrassed if it does. So I need to order some new lug nut covers. If you guys know of a company or have a preference, I like the spike look. Definitely drop it in the comments for me. I'm having issues with my cheaper ones that I bought, but I bought 144 of them by accident. So I have a lot of spares.
Shit on the go?
Will we do a burnout?
I doubt that.
No.
We're gonna have to motor swap it.
That is insane. Oh, it's a Chevy? Okay.
It's a shit bike.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a lot of truck.
What makes it go different?
Okay, we are running camera equipment to the burnout pit area, but I'm kind of confused where that even is. So apparently we're gonna get our steps in today because we're gonna walk all the way back out to spectator parking and then walk all the way back down is what we were told. So they provided a map. I probably could just look at the map and it would tell me, but I decided I want to figure out the really hard way and just walk until I'm dead today. So come on, baby, we're gonna get these steps in. Speed. Made it down to Burnout Wars, and I'm not gonna lie, the show was a little slow today. There was not a whole lot of traffic. There's definitely less vendors and less of an audience than I'm used to at show days, but that's not gonna stop our night. We're down here at Burnout Wars. This feels familiar to me. They always bring a crowd with them. So we're getting ready to kick off the pit, and it starts tonight with the amateurs, and the pros run tomorrow on Saturday. I know we're gonna see the mega trucks tomorrow as well, do a truck pool. I don't think we're gonna see that tonight, but I never really know the schedule by heart. So let's get going with the amateurs tonight and maybe see a few good burnouts. All right, so they just finished out with the drivers meeting. They always do a meeting for safety and kind of figure out what order that they're gonna go in. So now that that's over, I think we will officially start. It's almost 6 p.m. here, and all of the events do run late into the night. So I know that tomorrow, some of the truck pools are going to like 11 midnight p.m., which is crazy to me. I'm used to events usually being over by dinner time and heading back to the house and getting a good night's rest, but everything starts a little bit later tomorrow too. So hopefully we can leave here at a decent hour. My truck won't get blocked in, and we'll be back at a later hour in the morning than we normally would for a show. But yeah, we're still waiting for this thing to start. I'm excited, honestly. There's more drivers this time, so I definitely think we're gonna see more action and maybe some more wall hits for sure. The pit is bigger on this pit than the last Atlanta pit. Let's go check it out. guys, we just finished Burnout Wars, and those were some crazy runs. Again, no more dents for Lacey this season. She came out to play. No walls for her. That's a win again. I think so. I'm not gonna lie, there was some crazy stuff that happened. Some hard wall hits, and I know Brooke and her Jeep was having some issues with the steering. There was an ambulance that came out, and there was a motor got completely scattered out there on the pad. Like, it was bad. Craziest thing though is he actually drove it off. I don't know how it was running or got out of here, but it did. He didn't get any points taken off because he actually finished his run. That's the craziest thing of all. All right, I'm gonna include some more clips of that. There might be another truck event happening. Apparently the mega trucks might do a pool tonight, and they're talking about outdoing what they did last year. So they had 4 tied up together last year doing rotating burnout, which was in slow motion. This year they're talking about doing 8. I don't even know how that would work. So we're gonna stick around just for a minute. I'm not gonna leave super early tonight because the events do run into the night here in Florida. And again, tomorrow starts at a later day, like it starts around noon, the events do, and again go until like 11 p.m. So I'm gonna hang out, get comfy, and see what's coming up next, okay? Good morning, and we are back for day 2 of Florida Truck Meet. So it's already busier today than it was yesterday. We kind of expected that for sure. We got another great day of perfect weather out here. So we're only going to be here in the show and shine area for 4 hours, and then we're going to swap back down to the burnout pit for Burnout Wars this afternoon and see the mega truck pull. There was rumors that they were going to do it last night. I was tired. I headed home early. I'm not sure if they did any on Friday night, but I know they're definitely doing it for Saturday night. So we're going to get footage of all of that. And I'm gonna go walk around the show and shine area. There's definitely more trucks here today than there were yesterday. So I feel like there's more to see, there's more to do, and we're gonna go hit up all the trucks booths, obviously. I'm gonna leave my truck here again in the LB booth. This is amazing, it's already so busy. We barely got set up and everybody is around the booth, which is crazy. Miss Lacey is over here as well. We're gonna do some social media shots, and I'll see you guys here in a little bit, okay? We're about halfway through day 2 here at Florida Truck Meet, and we are going to be shutting down this side of Show and Shine and be moving over to the Burnout Pit area where they'll be starting the Burnout War competition. Yesterday, the truck show was kind of dead. It was not a lot happening, not a whole lot of people moving through. This day is definitely more full. There's a lot of side-by-sides rolling around. I'm sure you guys hear a little bit of loud music in the background. y'all got some big speakers down here in Florida. I mean, yeah, everything's just taller. I thought Texas was gonna have all of the big vehicles. Florida has surprised me. I feel like all the big side-by-sides, all the lifted trucks, and I'm super excited to see the mega trucks tonight. I'm sure I've said that a million times in the video already, but I've never got to see them in person. So far the day's been great. The booth has been really busy, for sure. We love to see it. Lacey finally brought over her burnout truck over here, and it will be moving back over to the pit in just a few hours. So we'll see you guys at the pit here. I mean, literally, yeah, just a few hours. I'm excited. Y'all, we made it down to the burnout pit, and you're gonna see a little bit of an outfit change for me because I'm gonna jump in the pit and help them film as well tonight. So different hat, different pants than I had on before, and soon I'm gonna be in a different shirt as well. I'm excited. The booth is gonna be reset over here for sales, merch, and stuff for LB Motorsports. So if you didn't get a chance to stop by, we were over here for the burnout pit as well. Yeah, I'm gonna be running a little bit of a camera, so I'm gonna leave my crew for a minute. And I'm not going to be talking as much in this portion for the last little bit of the video. Just a heads up. But burnout pit, they already started the bro class. They're about to start the pro class. And then we're going to move over to the oval tonight for another stadium. It's like a burnout area where the mega trucks are apparently going to be doing a mega truck pool. So they're already lining up. The burnout trucks are already getting ready, and we are unpacking, unloading, getting to go ourselves. See you guys in just a second, and I'll be in the pit. That's the end of Burnout Wars, y'all. So we are gonna head over to the mega truck pool next, and I've never had the opportunity to see him in person. I've definitely seen all the viral videos though. Thank you, Burnout Wars, for coming out. It was amazing being a part of the film team today. That was a cool opportunity. And I just wanna say, there was some energy in the pit today. The crowd had a great view, the wind was in our favor, and Zach sent it in, sent it out, ended the show with an absolute bang. So, great job, guys. Nobody got hurt. Every vehicle, well, just kidding. A couple got towed off, but almost every vehicle made it out alive. So I'm excited. We're gonna end the night with Mega Truck Pull and Burnout Wars. I can't wait to see you guys again. What another great event. Okay, this is probably the coolest, like, arena that I think I've ever been in. I don't know what tonight's gonna look like, for sure. It's gonna be wild. So behind me is a huge lineup of trucks. I didn't even see this many like pull into the staging area. I had no idea that they had this many contestants with them. But yeah, This is a whole different side of the truck world, baby. Whole different side. I'm excited.